This is Hannibal from the Hannibal TV.com. And yes, we are getting rid of the original Great North Wrestling heavyweight title now that the company has been taken over by someone else and is going to be relaunched in 2023. I was going to sell it on eBay, but I made a screw up the way I posted it, so I am going to take some private offers. Great North Wrestling at gmail.com. Anyone interested in having that title held by Davey Boy Smith Jr., Wes Briscoe, and the Blood Hunter, among others. But let's get into the news. Raw was down in ratings this week. Featured a brawl between Lashley and Lesnar. It looks like that feud is finally going to happen. Did a 0.5 rating. Chris Jericho has signed a 3-year contract extension with AEW, so he'll be around at least 3 more years, and he's also going to be a producer and creative advisor for the company. Apparently, The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, did an interview to promote his latest movies. I think it was called Black Adams, which I forgot to write it down, but I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Sorry, I'm not a comic book fan, but he did mention he's good friends with Nick Khan. Did discuss possibly buying the company at one point or having some involvement in owning WWE, but nothing, no official talks or anything like that. But there is interest apparently, as if The Rock isn't busy enough. The Great Muda did an interview where he said he never understood why he never worked for WWE. Bret Hart did an interview where he said he wishes he could have wrestled Kurt Angle, Rey Mysterio, and Brock Lesnar, and he threw a jab in at Goldberg as he seems to hold the grudges, and said the reason why he wanted to wrestle Brock Lesnar was he was, quote, the opposite of Goldberg, unquote, as far as being good in the ring. Apparently, Big E and Madcap Moss, not familiar with the second guy, but they're going to be attending these WWE Campus Rush events where they're looking for college athletes to be wrestlers, because now there's no like territories anymore to find the best wrestlers from each territory. They got to pretty much make their own wrestlers from the Performance Center. With overall, they're looking for people with no experience. However, they will make some exceptions for wrestlers with experience. But that's just another reason why you're going to see more cookie cutter wrestlers and less interesting personalities as the years go on and more people continue to be less and less interested in wrestling. As far as AEW Dark last night, the Bollywood boys who used to accompany Jinder Mahal to the ring in WWE apparently lost a match on AEW Dark. I didn't watch it that far. I only watched Jeremy Prophet's match where they talked about Jacques Rougeau being in the building, but they didn't show Jacques Rougeau for some reason, which is horrible booking. And I also forgot to mention when I watched that match last night, it didn't appear the referee cared whether there was tags or not. So it was a little weird. Piper is right beside me. She's going to say hello. She's in her sweater because it's starting to get cold here in Canada, which she goes into half hibernation. When it's cold, she does not like cold weather. Corey says they should only do pay-per-view soon because ratings are so low. Well, the show is 3 hours long, and as I said, a lot of the wrestlers have little to no experience. So it's not like the 90s where it was like seasoned veterans, and also now it's the corporate era of WWE. So it's very politically correct wrestling, and they have like TV writers writing the product, and people like, I think Mick Foley's son or daughter is one of the writers. It's not like the old days when it was like Pat Patterson, Vince, and Bruce Pritchard, or just Vince Russo and Ed Ferrara and Vince. Now there's like 30 or 40 writers. Ivan Santos says Dominic Mysterio is part of the Never Drew a Dime Club. I agree, but the second generation wrestlers get lots of chances. Someone mentioned that to me at the gym the other day. I forget who they were talking about, but oh yeah, it was Randy Orton. They were like, why are they still shoving Randy Orton down people? So I guess he was never a fan of Randy Orton, but it's like, you know, he might be a good in-ring wrestler, but yeah, overall, he was never like a Hulk Hogan or Steve Austin or anything, and he's had a job for decades, but the second generation stars always have advantages. Gregory says the price range for people that want to be interviewed. A lot of the times lately, it's more than the interviews will make, which is why I will just not bother doing the interviews a lot of the time, because they have ridiculous ideas of how much people actually make on YouTube, but it actually takes tens and hundreds of thousands of hits to make money on a YouTube video, which is why I more often than not cut them into clips. But yeah, I'm not saying the price range, sorry, because it's my business. I might just be talent on this channel now, but some ask for less than others. But I would appreciate if you guys would follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at the Hannibal TV. And anyone interested in this title, that there's a new Great North Wrestling starting next year with a different person running it. So I have no use for keeping this title. But before I sell it publicly, I decided I will take some private offers at Great North Wrestling at gmail.com for anyone interested, but serious offers only. The Texas title sold in a matter of days when I sold that this summer, and it was just collecting dust in my closet, so I'm willing to make some more room in my closet. So I wish everybody a good night, and by the way, they're putting Kevin Owen on NXT. Does anyone want to make a bet if he's going to make any difference in the ratings of NXT? Now that they're putting him on NXT tonight, I guess we'll find out. He's always, usually when he's in a featured match on Raw, it hits an all-time low rating more often than not. So I wonder what the rating of NXT is going to be tomorrow. Is it going to be down? Time will tell. I saw he did a promo for it today. It was all over the news. It should be interesting. Have a wonderful evening. Thanks. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the Hannibal TV and like this video. Do me a favor. It was my 40th birthday a few days ago. You don't have to buy me a birthday present. Just like the video, help it get recommended. And follow us on Facebook at the Hannibal TV while you're at it. We get more views of live streams on Facebook than we do on YouTube. So join the club. Have a great night.
Thank you for watching the Hannibal TV. Please like this video if you enjoyed it and click the subscribe button to not miss any of our latest shoot interviews, match videos, or news updates. Follow us